Today's the final episode of the Disney Tag. What are my answers gonna be? Alright, in response to our 10,000 subscribers video, you guys wanted us to do the Disney Tag. Now, if you've just stumbled upon this video, the Disney Tag is a series of 9 questions, and each one of us has gone through and answered them. If you'd like to see Morgan's video, you can click here. If you'd like to see Mason's video, you can click here. And if you'd like to see my video, you came to the right place. The very first question is, what is a scene from a Disney movie that you wish you could experience? I think a lot of people nowadays, they're going to be choosing things like the lantern scene from Tangled, which, don't get me wrong, is a really good scene, but I feel like you can do that, and people do that all the time, so that's definitely not one that I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that somewhere. It's a good scene, but, you know. Me, I would love to fly to Neverland. I mean, first off, you get to play with Tinkerbell, and second off, you get to go and see all the mermaids. Awesome. And play with the Lost Boys. Rufio! Oh! Wrong movie. But still! Neverland. Totally. Next question. An unforgettable experience you had while at the Disney parks. Okay, one thing you gotta know about me is I'm a crier, and I come from a very long line of criers. One time my family went to Disneyland, I believe? I don't remember. It was either Disneyland or Disney World. And we were all sitting there and watching the fireworks scene, and you know, for whatever reason, it was just so well done that it was touching, and it moved me, and I started to cry. And then I look over at my mom and my dad, and both of them are crying as well. And we just kind of like look at each other just like, we get it right here. But then the best part is my brother comes over and he sees us, all three of us crying, and he gets so frustrated and just like, why are you guys crying? Why? Do I have like a heart of stone? Why am I not crying? Yes, Randy, you do have a heart of stone. Love you. Kidding. I really do love you. Okay, what is a non-Disney song that reminds you in some way of the parks? This is a really difficult one because honestly, Disney and songs are almost synonymous. And so to kind of separate them and not think of another is just kind of hard. But I would say that I would say that Rascal Flatts' Life is a Highway. Now, I know that this was featured on a Disney Pixar movie and also as the cover, theme song of Cars, but still, it was actually an old country song that was remade by Rascal Flatts. What if it was for this movie or not, not sure. Either way, it still hit the top 20 and is still played on the radio all the time. So this is a standard classic song that totally reminds me of Disney.
I think the first time I went to Disneyland, I was 4.
If I could choose any character to be my best friend, who would I choose and why? Well, that seems a little easy, because, I mean, come on, the genie. I ain't never had a friend like him, so... I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. I always loved her. I loved her singing. I loved her hair. I mean, honestly, this is how a girl relates to a Disney princess. The hair, the song. It's the truth. I can't deny it. Name a scene or a moment in a Disney movie that always makes you cry. Like I said, I'm a crier, so there's just too many of them to name. That's why I've made another video that will be coming out in a couple weeks or so of all of my top 10 the movies that make me cry like a baby every single time. So if you're a glutton for punishment, watch out for that one. What is the very first Disney movie that I remember seeing? Earliest memory I have is of us going to the theater and seeing first was 101 Dalmatians, but I believe that Beauty and the Beast was like right along that time, so I'm not sure at the moment. I'll have to go back and look and see which one came out first. I believe it was 101 Dalmatians, so I'm gonna go with that one. But on the flip side, Beauty and the Beast was probably the first one that really freaked me out and like left like this like scene in my head that really isn't even there in the movie. I just remember when Beast, he like throws his cape around and just is like all mean, and I'm, ooh, it's so scary. So yeah, as like a 5 or 6 year old, that really freaked me out. But Beauty and the Beast actually is my all-time favorite Disney movie, hands down. I'm sorry. I know Frozen is up there, and I know Tangled is up there, and all of these new ones that are like, oh yeah, these are my favorite Disney movies ever. But I'm a kid of the 90s, and so the nostalgia factor just kind of like brings that back for me. So definitely Beauty and the Beast. All right, guys. Those are my answers to the Disney tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys subscribe to learn more about upcoming movies, all of our favorite movies, and whatever other random stuff we like to throw in there. Until next time, my name is Chelsea Robson, and you are watching the Rotoscopers YouTube.